Hello and welcome to Playing StarMade. In some of the previous builds I've been working on this Dreadnought, and I decided to spawn another one to give you a little bit of action. Now, I was having a few troubles when I was doing this before trying to record it. Things were getting really laggy, so I decided to start a new server. Now, I had saved all my ships into the catalog after my previous experience of losing my Dreadnought progress. So when I started a new server, I was kind of surprised to find that the catalog was in fact empty. Now I found a great new option that is included in here, and that is upload entry from local. So if you've saved all your all your ships in the catalog and save in local, you can upload from local. So if I click on that, the formatting isn't really great at this point, but all you need to do now is type in the name of the ship pattern that you've designed, and it just needs to be spelled exactly, and it'll import the file. So, for example, now I've imported a few of my main ships. Let me bring in the fighter. So fighter underscore MK2, and so that's going to start uploading, and it's finished, and so now it's within my catalog and I can purchase it at any time. Now I did a little cheating using this /give-credits command. As I started a new server, I just wanted to be able to grab some ships and start going for the videos here. The other thing I want to show you here is another admin command, and that is /start, I need to spell it right, start underscore ship underscore AI, and then this requires a variable. We're going to use -1 because what that does is it sets it to a faction, -1 being the pirates. Presumably if you have factions already set up within your server, you'd be able to assign ships to that particular faction, so they'd be friendly to that faction, enemy to anyone that would be enemies to that faction, I assume. So what I'm going to have to do though is I'm going to have to actually, what you need to do is using the F key, and that'll target each component. So I'm going to actually have to do that for each turret. So start ship AI -1. So that set it to as a pirate. So I'm just going to hit enter and the up arrow, and that does my last command, and I can just cycle through all the turrets, because as I was experimenting with it, didn't seem really fair to have the ship trying to fight me while the turrets weren't helping them out. So I want the dock. Now I didn't see it actually try and launch any of the fighters or anything. I don't really have all that. I don't know if it's even possible to do that, but we can definitely get some action going here. Alright, so all the turrets are set as pirates, so now time to set the main ship as a pirate. Oh. Now the main ship is a pirate. Now I need to actually set my weapons computer, so I just forgot to do that. And so now, let battle commence. Whew. Let them pound at each other for a bit. Yeah, this does seem to happen with these larger builds, and all the turrets sometimes are just sometimes they appear and disappear at different places. You know, because I know my main cannon won't really breach the main shield, so what I really got to do is try to take down some of his turrets. It's the only chance I have of maybe not coming out of this without too much damage. Now, as you can see, it's definitely getting quite laggy. Now, I didn't know I had any loot. I don't know where that came from, but we'll pick it up. More loot can't hurt, right? I guess I should. Let's use our missiles if they want to lock on. And they lock. Ah! Really didn't give me much of a chance to fire them. There we go. I did fire the missiles, but they don't seem to. Sometimes with all this stuff happening, they can kind of they don't end up showing up. So we can take out the turrets fairly effectively, but it is the shields are pretty tough on them. I'm wondering if it just sort of creates loot when you kill one of the cores. That's why the cloud of debris appeared. If I killed one of the turrets, it sort of generated some loot for it. So that'd be interesting. But she's definitely a tough ship. Sad. So I do know that pretty much just the main cannon alone won't take out the shields. It does require the turrets as well. So my strategy is take out the turrets first, and then I should be safe. I don't know why that doesn't want to lock on. Maybe with this top turret here, we got a line of sight. There we go. Missiles away. We've taken down a few of his turrets. Unfortunately, I need to almost stay at such a distance that you can't really see a lot of the good action. Because when we get in close, boy does it slow down. Alright, so it looks like we took out a turret. Hit 2, switch to our missiles, lock on, and fire. Yeah, I'm guessing this probably works quite a bit better with some slightly smaller ships. I think everything is just struggling. Say my frames per second while I'm recording this are going down to 20, low to mid 20s, so it's probably just my computer. It's a gaming PC, but yeah, you know, an older one. So probably always use more RAM and everything, but I think we've definitely done some damage to them. Looks like some of those missiles hit the front and blew the top superstructure off. It's quite fun. Let's have. Oh, we've been doing much better. It looks like we lost one turret, and another one is so heavily damaged it can't even shoot. Probably because it lost its weapons computer. Some of these other turrets have sustained some light damage, but for the most part they seem to be holding. Oh, what is he trying to do? Ram me. Oh my goodness. And everything's grinding to a halt. Alright. When Dreadnoughts fight, server lag ensues, apparently. I don't know if we're going to get much out of this at this point. I'm trying to move away from it so that I'm not sure. It seems to be however close you are, the closer you get to it, the more lag seems to happen. So if we still have video of this, I think I'll end it here and continue to work at it. So thanks for watching. So long for now. Hello and welcome back. I had to pause it for a little bit as I was trying to resolve. I got a really low lag, but did start to operate a little bit better. Managed to get a shot in on their core, and as you can see, busted through their shields. And core is now overheating. Got about 900 seconds or so to 860 seconds before it'll blow up. So the ship will hang around there. So as you can see, the missiles take quite a few. Now that is that a block of loot? I think let's explore a bit. What I'm going to do is just move the ship off so the lag is not horrendous. I might need to take out these turrets, though. I was thinking about taking a little core in, but if the weapons are still active, we'll need to take those out. Finish these turrets off. There's one down. Appears most of those cores are overheating. One. Oh, I think I fired those off before they had a lock, but there we go. That locked on. There we go, they're ready to fire now. Still a little bit of a lag, but oh, now that I think about it, I hope those missiles don't destroy the all that loot in there. Alright, so it should be fairly safe to explore at this point. Not a whole lot to explore, mind you. Of course, the exact same ship as what I have right now, but I'll turn the gravity off, make it a little bit easier to get out there. And we'll just pop a core down. And there it is. So I'm wondering if it generates loot. Oh, I think we blew up all the loot. Yeah, looks like. I'm wondering if it calculates the type of loot number based on, say, the number of the blocks of the ship or something. Because when I saw it in there, I'm sure my missile probably actually destroyed them. But it looked like a huge cube of loot. So, we've done a good number on her. Once the turrets are down, it's certainly a lot easier to take it out. But, that being said, I do know the main cannon on my Dreadnought won't actually penetrate the shields. It does require the extra assistance of all the turrets. Yeah, expose the docking bay. And well, it looks like there's a hit on the drive core. Well, that's good to see. And you know, even with a missile exploding, it basically didn't really get in. It would require another couple missile hits to maybe not get in there and knock out the engine system and shield generator. And so did a good number on that. I have maybe 600 seconds if I wanted to capture it for myself. Looks like we lost the front two turrets, and these top two turrets seem to have suffered some damage. I don't know what that's trying to track on, but he seems to be quite content to do it. But for the most part, the weapons would still more or less work. Certainly not nearly as effective say when they lose a couple of those beam blocks, then their effectiveness really does get cut down quite a bit. So for the most part, though, we weathered pretty good. I'd say that would be a successful encounter. So that is the conclusion of Dreadnought versus Dreadnought. Thanks for watching. So long for now.